Okay. For the last class, we started the EWM classes and we discussed some basics, and also we discussed about deployment options in EWM which is available. Can you please tell me what are the deployment options available in EWM?
So
What are Mhm.
embedded and decentralized.
Okay. So we have two things, embedded and decentralized. And we are going to discuss embedded in our classes. We're going to learn embedded systems. Now, I'll take one basic class today, one more basic class. Along with the EWM, I'll just start EWM today with some basic classes. So this is my warehouse. So what are the main operations that we do in the warehouse? So this is my warehouse. This is my warehouse. What are the main operations I'll be doing in my warehouse? I'll be
Storage.
doing, yes, storage. Directly you'll do storage? No.
No.
You need
Access
what?
either racks or bins.
That is fine. I'm asking about the process.
Goods received, you will receive the goods and
Mm-hmm.
store it.
Good.
And then,
Docking area.
Yes. So if this is my warehouse, this is my entire warehouse. This is my entire warehouse. Starting it like some time. Please don't mind, okay? I'm drawing and all. So if you see here, I made some blocks. If this is a warehouse, I'm receiving goods here, okay? So this is the inbound section. I'm receiving the goods, and here I have one more door to the warehouse. So this is the front door, this is the secondary door, this is the first door, the secondary door. This one I'm using for reception, which is for inbound, and this one I am using it for outbound, means sending the goods to customer. Sending the goods to customer. Here I have unloading. Whenever I receive goods vendor, from vendor, whenever I receive the goods, so this is my door. Through door, I am receiving the goods. And what I will do here, first thing, whatever the goods I received in truck, it will be docked to door. We have doors for the warehouse. It will be docked to the door. From door, we will do the unloading here. The first thing we will do is unloading. Unloading the goods from the truck. And once you unload the goods, what the next action will be? The next action will be put away. The next action will be put away. Now, if it's a warehouse, you will do lot of operations in warehouse. Means you will do productions, you will do lot of operations, right? You'll consume the raw materials. So what is warehouse normally? What is plant? What is plant normally? What exactly happens in plant?
Any material will be produced.
It's basically production. I can
Yes.
say basically it's a production. If you take an example of a manufacturing car, they'll consume all kind of materials. They'll consume all kind of materials and they'll produce one car. If you take a FMCG company, even for them, they have like FMCG materials. They have different materials and they'll prepare one finished product. The same way, if you take Pepsi or Coca-Cola, so they have some kind of formula and water and some kind of things to prepare End of the day, one cool drink. So what I would like to say, in a warehouse, we see production normally. They'll produce some kind of finished goods where they can sell to the customers. Where they can sell to the customers. So once they produce the goods, they'll store it here, and whenever the customer needs the goods, they'll pick from here. They will do picking. And here, once they pick the goods, we have a lot of customers. But once you pick the goods, you need to arrange in respect to staging area to load to the customer truck. And here, what will happen here? We have operators who will perform loading. And this one I'm calling it as a goods issue. We have unloading, we have put away, we have picking and goods issue. There are 4 main operations will be done in the warehouse. The inbound section, we have unloading, put away. One of the major operations. We'll go in deeply and we'll get few more operations, but these 2 are main. Unloading, put away, and picking and goods issue for the outbound. Got it? You take any warehouse, go to Metro Wholesale, go to More Supermarket, go to Reliance Trends. But only one difference you will see with respect to Reliance Trends will be there will be no production. Even if we see More or Metro Wholesale, there will not be any production normally here. But what will be there in this case? They will receive in boxes actually. If you see More or Metro Wholesale, from vendors, they will receive the entire pallets or boxes, the materials inside the boxes or pallets. What they will do here? Once they receive the goods, what they will do? They will remove from all the boxes and they will keep separately each and every packet and they'll arrange in a different space where the normal operators can normal people can do and go for picking actually. They will do picking. So if you go to more supermarket, we will only pick, right? Whatever the materials we need, we go and pick. We go and pick and we go to the billing counter and the billing counter we pay the money and we will take the goods to with us. And what about this one? They will receive the goods from the customer in a boxes or pallets, in a big boxes or big pallets with 100 quantity in one box. They will unload the goods and they will do put away in the respective area, means godown area. They'll keep some godowns normally. More supermarkets or Reliance Trends, all those things. It's similar to these companies only. Instead of receiving whatever the goods they're receiving from the vendor, directly they'll keep in the picking area. More supermarket and Reliance Trends. But come to the companies, if you come to the companies, they'll have their own goods. They will just use these materials what they received from the vendor. They'll prepare the production, means they'll consume these materials and they'll prepare their own finished good and they will please go on mute guys. And they'll make the production and they'll make it available for the customer and they will sell to the customer. So this is how the business runs. So this is the main operations of the warehouse normally. So I am telling you because basic things you need to be very perfect. Okay, the base should be good. Later part you will understand all the things. Now you understand about the 4 operations: unloading, put away, picking, and goods issue. If you remember this this diagram in your mind, almost 60% will be in your mind only. The EWM will be in your mind. Just remember the diagrams, whatever I'm mentioning, and draw pictures. Even real time also, when the client is explaining you something requirement, first, whatever it may be, Excel, PPT, whatever it may be, make it suitable for your whatever he is telling, the client is telling, make a note of everything actually in PPT or Excel sheet, so that you will make some imagination. So normally you will think like you'll understand all these things, but after 5 minutes you'll forget a lot of whatever I mentioned. So you should not miss even not a single point. So that is the reason you need to make a diagram whenever When the client is explaining you something requirements, so you need to habituate this kind of learning or this kind of practice, I can say. Now, we mentioned like we'll go with embedded system, okay? Embedded explanation part. Deployment option is embedded, we selected. So if it is embedded or decentralized, what are the main difference it makes? So if it is decentralized, example, if it is decentralized, we need connectivity between two systems. Connectivity between two systems. Basically, in the last class, I explained you what is decentralized system, guys. How many systems we may have it?
There
many
is
How many systems we can have?
Two systems.
PCA and EWM system.
Okay. Doesn't matter how many systems we have it here, okay? Basically, we have EWM in a separate system. Basically, if you have your EWM in a separate package or separate system or separate client or separate server, I will use different terminologies because in the market they will use different terminologies. It can be different server, different client, different instance, okay, different system, okay, whatever it may be. If the EWM is separate package, I can say the EWM is separate, then your S4 HANA or ECC system, okay, EWM is separate system of your S4 system or ECC system, then we are calling it as a decentralized system. We're calling it as a decentralized system. Now, whenever you go for decentralized system, who will do the connectivity between two systems, guys?
Basis.
We have a basis team. We have a basis team in our SAP who will do this connectivity. Who is responsible for this connectivity? Responsible for connectivity. Please remember, guys, you are not supposed to touch in real time, but you should aware of all the things, all the connections you should aware. But the basis team is not aware of all the connections. They know how to connect, but you should be aware because EWM is your system. EWM is your system. You need to make sure that whatever they are doing, it's right. End of the day, it's your responsibility. EWM is your responsibility. Just you should be aware. You should not touch in system, but you need to be aware of all the connections. In decentralized system, I can say. In decentralized system. Now, S4 HANA. Now, what are we are discussing? What are we are discussing? We are discussing about embedded system. We are discussing about embedded system. In embedded system, do we need connectivity between two systems, guys?
No, within the same client.
Embedded means within the same client, I can say. Embedded means within the same client, within same server, same client, same instance, or same server, same client. One package, I can say. One package from SAP. Okay, in this case, it's a separate package, I can say. Okay, separate package. So in this case, especially decentralized case, the company whoever choosing decentralized, they need to pay more actually. They need to pay more than embedded system. If I am going for embedded system, I'll pay around 100K for one license, example. But if you are going for decentralized, you need to pay for two licenses in this case. So you need to pay 200K. Just example, okay? You need to pay 200K for decentralized systems. But embedded systems, I'll pay only 100K. So decentralized is very costly. Got the point?
So around two licenses means two different systems.
Two, can you repeat again?
License.
Two?
The question is two licenses you mentioned, right? Means two different systems.
I mean, if you have a separate package for EWM, I will say it's a separate license, I can say.
Okay, separate. Okay. Got it.
Because for TM also we should take license here. So we need to careful what we are mentioning there. Okay, like two license means they are taking ECC license, S4 license in a separate way, and TM license, not EWM license. So in this case, there are options. Okay, we are discussing about only S4 and we are discussing about only EWM. But there are few more things also. We have TM also, transportation management. Even this is like same like EWM. Even this can be available in embedded and decentralized. Even this can be available in the embedded and decentralized. Chat. Okay. Now we are going to discuss the embedded part. Now let me give a small diagram so that no confusion. In decentralized, we have. I'm making only two. Okay. But I only explain you what are the possible decentralized options also. Okay. Don't confuse. Okay. ECC and EWM. So in this diagram, I'll make only two, ECC and EWM. So this is ECC and this is EWM. Between both, what the communication guys here? ECC. Whatever you do in ECC, the master data or transaction data, you need to send end of the day to EWM system. And whatever the data you did, what are the action you performed in the EWM? Like, say, for example, I'll take one example, guys. Okay. From ECC, generally we have a purchase order, sales orders, everything from ECC only. EWM don't manage all those things. You know that these things, right? Yesterday's class, last class. ECC means we have MM, SD, all modules will be there here. Means with respect to MM, we have purchase order. We have a PO. Okay. Once you create PO, what will happen, guys? Here, it will create inbound delivery. I can say ASN, I can say advanced shipping notification, it will create in ECC. But end of the day, it will be sent to which system, guys, to receive the goods? End of the day, it need to send to which system to receive the goods?
EWM.
Because EWM is managing inbound everything. So end of the day, this ASN should be triggered to the EWM system. Means need to send to EWM system here. And what EWM will do, guys, here? I told 4 actions just now. What EWM will do? What EWM will do?
It has to keep stock
Unload,
in
put away.
EWM will do unload, put away here.
And put away.
This you should remember now. Slowly you need to speak technologies, guys. Okay. EWM will do unload, put away. With respect to the ASN or with respect to the inbound delivery, whatever you call this one, we will do unload and put away. You will do unload and put away. Yes.
So advanced shifting notification will send by vendor or from our MM system we will receive it.
So basically what will happen here, whenever the PO you create in the EC system, you will send this information to vendor. You will send this information to vendor through email or through, any kind of interface between your system and vendor system. You will send the information to vendor and vendor will send information back to your company. So when the information was sent to your company means some kind of interface between the vendor system and your system. So through IDOC means in intermediate document normally it's like a message. Okay, your system will receive with respect to this PO number. Same like your Amazon. Okay, you order something Amazon. You order something in Amazon. Okay, once you order, after 10 minutes you check it. Okay, 5 minutes or 10 minutes, you'll get order confirmation number or shipping notification number. You'll get.
Correct.
How you will get? You are logging. You are going to their tool, like Amazon tool, Amazon app. There you are ordering. So it means you are using only one app, one software you are using. So everything is in only one software. But here also same thing. We are using only one software, one ERP tool, which is SAP. But information how you are receiving here? Information we are receiving from the vendor system to our system here. That is the only difference here. Because vendor won't use SAP system. Vendor use some third-party system. But vendor need to confirm right here. When ASN means what, guys? Advanced shipping notification. Means before sending the goods to the plant, she will send the information about how much of goods they are sending to the plant and which date and which time, exact time he will send the information, because our plant will prepare lot of things normally, space, available resources, forklifts. They'll arrange lot of things. If they send exact time and exact date when they are sending the goods. So this information they are sending in ASN. So how to send the ASN normally? They have connectivity between our SAP system and the respective supplier system here. So this information is getting to our SAP system through IDOC and creating it as a ASN, Advanced Shipping Notification, generally. Got the point?
So we will
Yeah.
be sending an inbound delivery or ASN?
You will be
Software.
sending inbound delivery to,
Inbound delivery. Yeah.
sorry, you will be sending PO number. Normally, you will send the PO to vendor. When you receive with respect to PO, the vendor will send some notification. The notification we in the SAP will get as a ASN, Advanced Shipping Notification normally. So this is SAP technology, Advanced Shipping Notification. But you will send only PO to the vendor and you will receive ASN from the vendor. Got it?
Yeah.
Now, in the EWM, what action we will do? In the EWM, we have a labor who will perform all these activities. They will go to the truck and they will unload the goods and they will keep it in the final destination location. Now, end of the day, whatever the action you do, it need to send back to ECC or not here?
Yes, it needs to send back to
If you don't send back to ECC, what will happen?
difference.
PO will be closed, open.
PO will
There
be
will be
open. I
difference.
agree. Still, you have difference in stock. You have difference in stock. This is the main point. You have difference in stock. The material, whatever you received, okay, means is available in both systems. ECC also it is available. EWM also it's available. The material which you received, it is available in both systems, ECC system and EWM system. Now, both should be in sync. End of the day, both systems should be in sync with respect to stock. What are the stock available for material A? The same stock should be available in material A. But in EWM in advanced way, it will show him like where exactly it is available in the system. In the warehouse, where exactly it is available. But in the system, it will show like, okay, in this plant, this stock, this much of stock is available. That's it.
So you mean to say ECC, it will be seen at storage location level, and in EWM, it will be at
Exactly. In the ECC, system will show stock, just stock. Okay, system will show like, okay, material A. Like I'm taking one plant, okay. Plant means plant. Okay, I'm taking one plant. Plant is we took one example, right? Which company we took example? No example. I'll take company example. B&W. Okay, we take B&W example. So plant is B&W, but a B&W already used it. Okay, but that's fine. Okay, my plant is B&W one. My plant is B&W one. Okay, so in this case, for plant B&W one, material A example. Material A means some kind of mechanical part material. I'll say like MEG, this one. Okay, so normally it will be like alphanumerical parts will be there for bins and all. MEHUP1. Okay, example, this is the part. So vendor knows normally if you give the part number, the vendor knows. Okay, MEHUP1, he will send the part number normally. So this is one mechanical part. Now in the ECC, in this plant, stock is showing 100 pieces. Now EWM, how much it will show normally? In the EWM, how much it will show? The same thing,
100.
100 only. What in case if it is showing here as 90? Here it is
Stop.
100, here it is 90. ECC system it is showing 100 pieces, EWM it is showing 90 pieces. Now what will happen, guys? Where exactly the issues will come here?
Production.
Production. PP because material source is not available.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What about sales? It will impact sales or not?
Yes. Yes.
How it will impact sales?
Losing the orders, right?
We don't have physical store.
It will be good to explain in deep. Losing the orders, that's fine. But when you are speaking about EWM, we need to speak something in deep. Okay. Now,
Right.
how
Allocation.
exactly happen with respect to stock now?
Stock allocation will not happen.
Stock allocation, but stock allocation will happen here in this case. We see in this case, customer requested for 100 pieces. Okay. Customer requested for 100 pieces. Now, what will happen here? In ECC, what will happen? System will
100
check stock in ECC and stock it will allocate, right? To the customer, it will allocate the stock. Now, what will happen now? In ECC, it will happen. Stock allocation will happen in ECC because sales order, where it will create sales order? Which system it will create sales order?
Yes, ECC.
ECC.
ECC. Yesterday's class we discussed, right? SD, sales and distribution department in ECC, right? So once you have a sales order, means when you are sending the goods to customer, sales order will create. And in SD only, we have something like, with respect to sales order, normally the stock is available. Stock is available. It will allocate stock and it will send a confirmation to customer that, okay, stock is available. Okay, we will send a stock by next 2 days. So this will be automatic normally. This will be automatic. Now what will happen? Stock allocation will happen or not here? If the customer requirement is 100 pieces, stock allocation will happen or not?
It will happen.
Yes, it will happen.
It will allocate.
It will allocate
It will
and
allocate the stock. Now it allocate the stock and it will send the confirmation to customer now. Okay, stock is available with us. We will send the goods to you by next 1 week. Means we will confirm the delivery date now. Now what will happen? This sales order will distribute to which system now? This sales order will distribute to which system?
EWM.
Okay, end of the day, the sales order will distribute to EWM system here. Now in the EWM system, what will happen here?
It will check the stocks first, right?
What will happen in the EWM system here?
Process start.
Sorry?
It will do the
Picking
pick
there,
and pack
but,
the goods
In the
issue.
EWM system, someone should pick, right? Now when you go for picking, what he found?
90 only.
That is
He
not
found
available.
90 pieces. He found 90 pieces now. He didn't find 100 pieces. System allocated that 100 quantity is available. In ECC, it's telling that 100 quantity is available, but in EWM physically, when the operator go and check, only 90 pieces available. Now what will happen in this case? We need to lose the customer. We cannot send 90 pieces. The customer won't accept 90 pieces. Example. Now again, this warehouse guy need to inform this sales department guy. First, he'll raise the issue here. In the EWM, stock issues. He'll raise one issue to L2 or a consultant that we have some stock issues between EWM and ECC. So this is a stock issue. He'll raise one concern. And parallelly, he will raise a concern to SD department that we received this order, sales order for 100 pieces, but we have only 90 pieces. Now what we should do? Can we check with customer? Now again, the operator will check with customer. If he's okay with 90 pieces, then he will send 90 pieces by modifying the delivery. If he's not okay with 90 pieces, then he will need to cancel the sales order. If you are canceling like a sales order, means the customer is losing trust on us. The customer is losing trust on our company, and next orders he will not may allocate to us. So these kind of things will happen in the company. So no company would like to face this kind of situation. That's the reason the stock should be, both the systems should be in sync always. Sync every second it should be in sync. Means every inbound that you receive to EWM, the stock should update in both systems. Every outbound that you send to customer, the stock should be in both systems. Sync. Okay. When you remove the goods, it will update here. When you add the goods, it will update here. Clear?
Yeah, that's small question here. Like, while even though when you are creating the sales order, we'll do the MRP check, right? The material resource plan, whether it is available or not, right?
In the ECC only it will check. In the ECC only, the MRP check, whatever it may be. In ECC, as per the stock available in ECC, It will be checking based on this one, okay, but not
Oh,
based on this one.
okay, got it, got it.
Got it?
Yeah.
Because where is PP available? Which system?
ECC.
ECC. In EWM system, only EWM is available. In ECC, we have MM, SD, PP, QM, lot of other modules available in the system. Okay, clear?
Yes.
Now, let's go for embedded system. What is embedded, guys, here? We have only one system. We have only one system and we are calling this as a S4 system. We are calling this as a S4 system. And even S4 system, what are the modules we have, guys? MM, SD, PP, QM, everything we have. Along with these things, we have EWM also in the same system, right? We have EWM also in the same system. EWM also in the same system. Just not to make you confused, okay? Now, even in embedded system, we have only one system, okay? Entirely, we have only one system, but we have two different instances, guys, okay? We have two different instances here. So one instance is we are calling it S4, and other instance we are calling it as a EWM. Other instance we are calling it as a EWM. So here we're getting only one system here from SAP in embedded environment. We are getting only one system here. Means only one client, guys. Okay. But what's the difference here? In one client, they are providing two different instances. In one client, they are providing two different instances to manage EWM. EWM is so huge, so they cannot accommodate in this instance, S4 instance. They're combining the whole system actually. In this case, we have two different systems here. But in this case, we have only one system. We have only one system. But in one system, we have two different instances here. One is for MMSD, same thing, MMSD, PPQM, all these modules. And one instance for only for EWM. One instance for only EWM system. Got it? We have two different instances. One is for this one and one is for this one. Both are in S4 only. Any confusion?
No, no. While you are logging to GUI, then it will differentiate the instance number, right? So,
No. No differences when you log in also.
no,
That is
but
called
how?
instance. That is called as instance.
Then
In this
how?
case, if you see, when you log in, we have two different systems, two different servers.
Yes.
This one, we have two different instance. Instance means normally you will not see it. It's something like a dummy here. It's something like a dummy, this one. It will act like a dummy. We have only one login actually. We will have only one login, that's it. In that one login, SAP has provided the differentiation here. SAP has provided two different instances. One is for to manage this one is to manage this one here.
But we have in the same IMG, right?
Same
Like,
thing.
so in
Everything is
this,
combined here. Everything is combined. Just I'll tell you the difference here. We have in the decentralized system, we have master data, material master, vendor master, lot of things are there. Okay. Here we have lot of things, material master, vendor master, and all. So all this material master, vendor master, do we need to distribute to EWM or not? Material master, vendor master, customer master. All this data, master data, do we need to send to EWM system or not in decentralized system?
Yes.
Yes. End of the day, the material is available in EWM, then only you can receive. End of the day, vendor is available in EWM, then only you can receive the stock. End of the day, the customer is available in EWM, then only you can send the goods to customer. If the master data is not available, you cannot do any kind of operations normally. If this is not available. But what about S4 system? What about this embedded system? Do we need to send manually to EWM here?
No.
No, it's not required. It's not required to send any data to EWM guys here. Okay, one data maintenance normally. One data maintenance, but there is only one difference here. There is something called EWM relevant cutover activities. EWM cutover activities. Example. You have materials. You have a material, one material, same material I'll take, MEHPE1. This material I'll take here. This material, when you create an embedded system, here, automatically it is available in the EWM level also. Automatically. No distribution, nothing. But you need to add some views here. Both data are different. So in this case, MM guys will use MM01 to create the material master, or to view the material master, they will use different transactions, and the EWM people will use different transactions to use the material. In this S4, only one system. Material created at plant level. Material will be at the plant level. But in EWM, material will create at warehouse level. So this can be possible when we have two separate instances in one system. When you have two instances, then only it's possible. If you have only one instance, it is not possible to create one material at these levels. That is the reason SAP has offered two instances in one system. For EWM, it's a separate instance, so that we can do all this master data, transaction data, everything suitable as per the embedded system.
So one question here, Ram, when we are
Yes.
creating a material, we use MM01. In the same client and same instance, we have to even key in the other transaction of EWM and you have to extend that.
No. What I mean, when you create a material in MM01 transaction, automatically it will create at the EWM transaction level also. Okay, but thing is like here, you need to maintain some views with respect to your warehouse level. You cannot maintain in the MM01. Those views are not available in MM01. Those views are available at the EWM transaction level.
So
Like
for
in
that one, you have to key in a new transaction,
Yes. Say you need to go for new transaction which is relevant to EWM,
Okay.
and you need to maintain their EWM relevant settings. And in the MM01, you will maintain the plant relevant settings. If you see the MM01 transaction in, I'll show you
Yes.
for everyone. Okay, if you go for MM01, you will maintain all plant relevant settings in material master. But you go to EWM level, you will maintain the warehouse relevant settings in the material master. So that is the main difference. Okay, sharing
Okay,
the data.
understanding that we will key in two transactions to create the data, right?
Yes. Transactions will be same, embedded and decentralized. Okay, there is no difference at all. So this is the main difference between embedded and decentralized, guys. This is the only one main difference between decentralized and embedded. That's it. Here in this case, we have connectivity. Connectivity between both systems. In this case, we don't have any connectivity because we are using only one system. That is the main difference between the decentralized and embedded systems. And in this case, in decentralized system, you will do SIF normally. Core interface to transfer the data from ECC to EWM. You will do SIF. And what is the communication, guys, here? The communication is QRFC. The communication is QRFC. Initially, it will be hard to remember these things, but it will take some time, okay? Please give some time, okay? It will take. you'll understand it. So this is called a SIF. Whatever the data you create in ECC, whether it's material master, vendor master, customer master, you need to shift to EWM, core interface. You need to shift to EWM so that data will be available in the EWM system. And how is the communication will go? It's same like your messages, guys, okay? You're sending messages from your phone, the other person will receive your message. How it's working? Through network, right? In the same way, when you push data from ECC to EWM, we have the communication called QRFC communication. Remote function call. Q remote function call. The data will be sent through like this and it will be available in the EWM system. Clear, guys?
Is it real time, Ram? Like, should we run any transaction to push the data?
In the
So once
decentralized
a month.
system?
Yes, in the decentralized.
Yes, we have a jobs. We have a lot of jobs, or we can send it manually also. I'll show you. Okay, I have my decentralized system also. I'll show you. Don't worry. Okay. Yeah.
Rama, in
Yes.
S4, actually, it's not required CIF and QRFC, right? So it's already integrated. So there is no communication required. Is correct?
SIF is fine. It's not required to SIF any kind of materials or any kind of vendors or customer. No need to SIF in S4HANA also. But you need QRFC. Why you need QRFC? You need QRFC in S4 system. Why we need QRFC? In S4 also, we have like purchase order, sales order. In S4 also, we have like purchase order, sales order. But end of the day, this purchase order, sales order need to send to EWM or not?
Yes.
This instance, I can say not to this system, this instance, whatever you create in this instance, purchase order, sales order, end of the day, you need to send that purchase order, sales order to EWM instance. And the EWM system need to create inbound delivery, outbound delivery, and based on that, you will receive the unloading, put away, or picking, or goods issue will happen from the EWM instance. Clear?
Okay.
But still communication need to build here also, embedded.
Communication is not too much here. Very simple communication. It's not like here. We have too much of communication to be built here in the decentralized system. But here we don't need much building of connection between two these systems because we have only one system.
And
Yes, we
this
need
will
here.
take care by basis team only, right?
Yes,
Or,
yes. This will be also taken care by basis team, but you need to aware of all these connections. 100% you need to aware of all these connections.
Okay.
They will do, but you need to aware. And if they are doing some mistake, you can guide them.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
And whenever you have QRFC, we have something called monitoring. We can monitor, okay. Here also same thing, here also same thing, okay. When the QRFC triggers from ECC to EWM, any kind of failures we can monitor. Same thing here also. Whenever you send data from S4 to EWM system, if any kind of failures, we can monitor. This monitoring will happen in transaction SMQ2 transaction, okay. Same transaction in the decentralized and embedded also. Got it?
Rama, one more question. Actually, if in S4 ECC system we have a multiple data like is material or PP or ST. It's not related to EWM. Some
Yes.
kind of data. Is there
Yes.
any restrictions from the ECC to EWM? Some data should be transferred, or this data should be transferred, or this data should not be transferred, like that.
So that is mapped at the code level normally, okay. That is mapped actually. Means
Okay.
so you are creating one material. In material master, lot of views will be there actually. Material master is maintained at the plant level, the material master is maintained at the sales organization level, or accounting data is maintained at the material master. Okay, I'll show you the material master. Basically, in material master, you'll know about the price details also normally. Price fields, lot of fields will be there. Okay, more than 100 fields will be there. Example, okay, more than 100 fields will be there in one material master. When you send to EWM system, actually, when you send it to EWM system, here or here, whatever it may be, when the EWM system, when it create at EWM system level, it don't require 100 fields. It just require 20 fields only. And system will take by default only the 20 fields. By default, this is the system will take by default the 20 fields only. Same thing here also. When you send material to EWM system by default, it will take whatever the fields that is required for EWM only. It will not take any extra fields. What in case if I want to take extra fields? What in case if I want to some extra fields to EWM, which is not accepting in standard way?
We need to customization, right?
We need to go for development here.
Yes.
We need to go for a development here. Suppose you're defining some colors for the material, okay? You're defining some colors for the material. Colors. Okay. This material color is black, blue, yellow. Three are available, okay? But when you send to EWM system is not recognizing which color of the material is available. System is not sending colors to EWM system. But you need some colors here also. Now in this case, how to transfer colors also to EWM system? So in this case, you should have a development here. You need to involve ABAP consultant here. You need to go for a development. Clear?
So Ram, you mean to say that like all the views cannot be seen in EWM?
No.
Okay, only specific to EWM views only seen. The Metal Master is there.
Mhm.
The Metal Master, if you have only EWM views, those only can be seen in EWM system. That's what you're trying to say.
Yes, exactly. EWM is defined for only for specific use. Only those views you can see. MM department, they have specific use. Only MM department can see.
Okay.
Okay.
So EDM system will only have the EWM related views, not the sales views or account views
No.
cannot be seen in there. Okay.
No. All those things is not required in EWM. For us, we just store the goods. We send the goods to customer. We don't do any planning, right? Production planning we don't do, or any kind of stock calculation we not do. We don't do anything, right? EWM.
This is
All
correct.
this
But
will
when
be taken
you
care
are
by S4.
okay, because when you enter a Metal Master in EWM, it only see the relevant views only, not another.
Yes. It will create for relevant views, and we need to create manually some more views which is relevant for warehouse.
And only those views only can be seen here, right?
Yes, those views only can be seen. Okay. Now I'll open the system and I'll show you, which will be good for you.
Oh, only one query.
Yes.
Whether WM view at Material Master is same as EWM view?
Exactly, but the WM view which is you're showing in the Material Master is not same as EWM view. Okay.
Okay.
That is not
Transaction
same as EWM view.
flow will differ. Like we are going to create a Material Master view at EWM, not using MM01.
I didn't get you. Repeat again.
Actually, views are different, and the transaction code also we need to extend that material at EWM using different transaction. Or
Yes,
same.
exactly. We
Oh,
don't use MM01. EWM guys,
okay.
we don't use MM01. We have different transaction. SEWM MAT1. We use this
Okay.
transaction to extend the material to our warehouse use. We don't use MM. We don't touch MM01 only. First of all, maybe when you're testing it, you will touch it. Okay. We don't use. We will use, but just to analyze something. If something is going wrong in system, we'll analyze with MM01. Okay. But most probably we'll use SEWM MAT1, which is relevant for EWM. All these transactions you will learn it, okay, slowly. Don't go hurry, okay. First 1 month, go slowly only. If you don't understand, ask me personally also. There is no problem at all, okay. First 1 month, don't bypass, okay. I mean to say, like, don't bypass anything, or else don't bombard, okay, with the things going on. Now, let me go to system and I'll show you, okay, the embedded system. If you want me to show, I'll show decentralized system also, but let's concentrate only on the embedded system part, okay. I will log into my remote desktop connection. So this will be given by Sohail. I already shared. Okay, sorry, I didn't give the number. I will share the number in the group, WhatsApp group. So once you contact him and you just mention my name, he will give you the respective server access, whatever you need. Okay. So remote desktop connection. So he'll give this all these details. Just try to connect. Automatically it will connect to remote desktop. This is purely S4HANA, guys. It will connect to your remote desktop. Give me a second. I forgot my credentials.
But remote desktop, I think how many
Mhm.
users can log in? Normally, it is the restrictions are there, right?
Remote desktop. No,
Yeah.
no. That is different. Okay. That is different. We use for client level that use remote desktop. Okay. But this is different. Basically to manage a S4 system, we have this one. Okay. Here.
Mhm.
Wait. It's this one. Yes. 6. Okay. So this is the remote desktop. So whatever he gives, just try to use that. Okay. And it automatically it is available. So there is nothing much hard work from your side. Okay. So once you input all the details, once you input your credentials, automatically system will show this SAP logon. So just click on SAP logon. Okay.
This is S4 system, right?
S4 system, completely S4 system. Now you'll see only one client. If you see here, you'll see only one client. S4 on our client. That's it. Will see only one client. So again, it will log in. It will ask for login. S23 EWM36 is my user ID. Okay, this is my S4 system. So this is my S4 system actually. So in this only, I manage MM, SD, PP, QM. Along with this, I'll manage EWM also. Now, here also we need some connections, guys. Okay, we need some very less connections, maybe three connections, 3 or 4 connections, nothing much. Okay, to differentiate both systems. Just to differentiate both systems, we need. Now, in this system, we use SPRO normally. We use SPRO to go to the backend and to start configuring whatever we need. We need to go to this is the transaction field, guys. Okay, where you input the transactions. Basically, SAP works on transactions. Basically, SAP work on the transactions. So here you need to input SPRO to go to the backend, which we need to help in customizing normally. SPRO. So implementation guide. SAP reference implementation guide. So basically only consultants will go to the backend. Okay. Only the consultants. The consultant level will go to the backend. Remaining all people, the operators or any kind of super users or users, they'll be in the front end only. They will use only front end of SAP they will use. Only consultants, they'll go to the backend and they'll start doing the configurations and they'll check the configurations, how system is working, what the system behavior, all these things will be checking in the background. Now, mainly when you go initially, now you need to go to integration with other SAP components. Even though I'm using only one system, to manage ECC and EWM, okay, means we are into S4HANA. I should not use ECC at all, but still I'm using because you may confuse. Okay, that's the reason I'm using ECC name. I'm using S4HANA and modules like MM, SDPP. Along with these things, in the same client, I have EWM also. But still, can you see? System is asking me integration with other SAP components. And if you see, if you see here, if you open this one and if you see down, you can see extended warehouse management. You can see here extended warehouse management. Integration with other SAP components. Can you see? System still thinks that EWM is a different node. This S4HANA system is still thinking that EWM is a separate instance. Got it? SAP has provided like this actually. See, if you see here, all these things, all modules will be available here, but only can you see EWM is available in the integration with other SAP components. EWM is available here. And now can you see basic settings for setting up the system landscape? Basic settings for setting up the system landscape here. Now, in this name logical system, I'll open this one. This table is a cross client. Now, if you open this one, you will see a lot of logical systems, guys. What is logical system means? What do you mean by logical system, guys? I can say logical system is some kind of a name that you define for this instance. For this client, I can say. For this client, you define some names. How do you define the names? Can you see here? I will define the names like A4H CLNT 100. This is real time, guys. Can you see? A4H CLNT 100. A4H CLNT, A4H is the system number, system A4H. Client means CLNT. Client means I'm calling it CLNT, and the client number is 100. End of the day, I'm calling the name of this client as A4H CLNT 100. If someone asks you, can you please give me the logical system of the system which you are using? Can you send me the logical system? What is the logical system, guys? Here, the name of the logical system is what? A4H CLNT 100. Can you see? A4H CLNT 100. What are all remaining things, guys? Why do we have remaining things? What is the requirement to maintain all these things in system? If this client is connected with multiple clients, if this client is connected with multiple clients, then you need to maintain all those logical systems here. Suppose, okay, I need to go to this part again, always, maybe. Suppose in this case, tell me, guys, okay, how many logical systems will be available in this case? How many logical systems will be available totally?
4.
4. Good. Where you will maintain? In this ECC, sorry, in this, where you will maintain here? Which system you will maintain all these 4?
ECC.
ECC. What about here? How many logical systems will maintain here?
2.
2. Very good, actually. How many you maintain here?
2.
How many you maintain here?
2.
How many you maintain here?
4.
4. Because ECC is connected with 4 different systems, so you maintain 4 logical systems available here, okay? And EWM APAC, suppose this is not possible, is possible, but still, I want to check with you, okay? In this case, how many systems you maintain here?
3.
3. Good. Now, same way, we have this system. And what about EWM, guys? I told 2 instance. S4HANA, we have 2 instance. What we need to do in this case? We need to do what?
2 systems.
We need to have a 2 systems here. We need to have a 2 systems. Normally, you should not touch this one, guys, okay? You are not supposed to touch. Even when you're practicing also, you're not supposed to create it, okay? There's a problem if you create it.
This is a basic activity, right, Ram?
Yes, it's a basic activity. When you practice also, you're not supposed to use it, okay? Just I'm thinking the server guy has given me some logical systems to use it. Okay. Just I'm thinking that where did
This
he...
logical system is a basis team only create, right? Like we need to configure here.
No. Everything end to end it will be done by the basis team only. You are not supposed to touch it.
Yes, but we should know that how it is.
Just you should know it. Okay. What is the purpose of maintaining this one? Okay. What and all should be. Suppose if the basis team guy forgot here. Okay. To maintain one logical system. So in this case, you should tell him. Okay. You forgot to maintain this logical system. Can you maintain it? I can say responsibility is yours. Okay. The I can say like end of the day, you are EWM consultant. He's not EWM consultant, but he is working on your system. So end of the day, you need to verify whatever the changes he done, what are the whatever he created in your system. You need to verify and you need to confirm him. Okay, that everything is good like that. Got it?
Yes.
This guy was normally you should not touch it. He gave me some logical systems to use it. Okay, so normally when you have, can you see here? EWM logical system dummy. Whenever you go for S4 system, you create for dummy guys normally. I told two instances here. If you remember, I told two instances guys here. One instance is what guys? One instance is what here? I told two instance here.
S4
One is for S4 and is for EWM, right? Two instance means. Now in this case, how many logical systems we will have here?
Two.
We will have two logical systems. In one instance, we have two logical systems. One is for this one and one is for this one. This logical system, we're calling it as a dummy logical system normally. For EWM, whatever the logical system you create here, we are creating it as a dummy guys here. Dummy. Okay. Suppose. 1 minute.
But all the configurations we are going to do it in dummy level only, right? Dummy.
Yes. Dummy level only. Dummy level, and you'll use this one, A4H and 100, and also example, I'll use like S4 EWM 2023. I'm using these two. Okay, example. Just think. Okay, I'll give you the systems. Which systems you need to use it? You need to use only those systems. Okay, means you need to. I'll give you like this. Okay, system for S4 and system for EWM dummy system. I'll give two logical systems. Okay, you need to use those two logical systems only while entire practicing for next 3 months. Okay, you are not supposed to create any kind of new things. Whatever I give, blindly follow. You need to follow that only. Because if you disturb anything of this one, it will impact everyone in the class, not only you, the previous class also it will impact.
Yep.
Okay, so this logical system I'm using it for
Can you
ECC.
please repeat, Rama, what you told? I'm a little confused. What is this dummy system? What is this dummy system and general system? Can you please
Okay.
tell?
If you see here, I explained here. Okay, I explained here. In S4 HANA embedded system, we have only one client, but two different instances. I told right. S4 is for one instance and EWM is for one instance. I told you this part, right? This part is clear
Correct.
for you?
Yeah.
Now, how system knows normally? This one physical. Now you know theoretically. You know. Okay. We have two different instances in embedded system. One is for S4 and one is for EWM. But how system knows this one?
Okay.
Because whenever you create a delivery, system need to send to EWM right here. Delivery also. Inbound
Correct.
delivery, outbound delivery, everything need to send to EWM, and EWM should receive right. How system knows that whenever you create delivery in the S4, it need to send to EWM? How system knows? Theoretically, you knows. How system knows here? System knows here based on the setup that we do with respect to logical system here. We need to mention
Okay.
that, okay, this is S4 logical system. So this is EWM logical system. So that whenever system get inbound delivery, system need to send to this logical system need to send. Same
Okay.
client only, but system need to understand that, okay, I need to send the delivery to this logical system. Means dummy system need to think that, okay, this is a separate system. But this is not separate system. This is dummy system that we are creating in SAP. Dummy system.
Oh, okay.
So this is called as dummy logical system normally. Dummy. You can use whatever you want, dummy. I'm use the word dummy system. This is called dummy.
So we should have two systems. That is, one is ERP dummy system, another is EWM
No,
dummy
ERP is
system.
not dummy system. ERP is not dummy system. Why ERP is dummy system here?
Okay.
So this one we are using same system right here. A4H is ALNT 100. This is not dummy system. This is real system actually.
Okay.
But what about EWM? What about EWM? EWM is a dummy system now.
Okay.
Only one dummy system, okay? Only one dummy. That's it.
Okay. Got it.
Get it? So that is the main difference between the embedded and decentralized, guys. In decentralized, we need dummy, guys. In decentralized, we need dummy.
No.
No, not it.
Because we have separate server only, right, for EWM.
Yes.
Why you need to go for dummy? We have real logical system for EWM and real logical system for ECC. Okay. If you have given me time 2 minutes, what I will do, I'll open my embedded system and I'll show you. Sorry, decentralized system and I'll show you. Okay.
Well, here
Each
it
will
is
be-
small question, Rama.
Sorry.
A small question.
Yes.
for
Yes.
In embedded, we'll use it for only S4 system and EWM dummy system only, right? ERP, ECC is not required, right?
Not required. Maybe the naming is a bit confusing for you, but never. Okay, we never use it. If you see the
Okay.
naming, maybe then because of the naming, you may ask this question. They use ERP.
Yes.
ERP is not ECC normally.
Oh,
Enterprise
yes.
resource planning, that is ERP means, not ECC here. So this
Okay.
is S4 system, pure S4 system. This is
Yeah, it's confusing. That's why.
yeah. No problem. That's fine. So I open my decentralized system. Okay, can you see? So this is my decentralized system. Okay, this is my decentralized system, guys. Here, okay. ECC and EWM. Can you see? I have two different clients for ECC. ECC separate client and EWM separate client. I'll open ECC. Can you see, guys, here in ECC? What I have my client? EH8 CLNT 900. What is my client logical? What is the logical system, guys? EH8 CLNT 900. This is purely for ECC, guys. Okay. And what about EWM? I'll open my EWM system now. Can you see here? My system is N75 CLNT 110. This is my logical system for EWM. N75 CLNT 110 is my logical naming, I can say. Name of my logical system. Name of my client, I can say. N75 CLNT 110. And what about my ECC, guys? My ECC is what? EH8 CLNT 900. If someone asks you, you are using decentralized system, can you send me your ECC logical system? I'll send EH8 CLNT 900. And he'll ask me, can you send me your EWM logical system name? I'll go to my EWM, I'll see here. It's a N75 CLNT 110. But when you go for embedded,
It's the same.
But you need to give dummy normally. Okay. When you go for embedded, you need to give dummy. You have only one system. You'll have only one system, but you need to give your dummy one. Okay. So in this case, I'll give like my S4 logical system is A4H CLNT 110, and my EWM dummy logical system name is S4 EWM 2023. Like this, I'll give. Got it?
Yes.
So this is clear for you, right, everyone?
So Ram, in real time also we'll keep this as a dummy, yeah? Like
Yes.
in S4 embedded.
Dummy.
Since we have
Whatever I'm telling you, it's real time only. There is no imagination. Everything is real time only. Now, once you define the logical system, the next thing what we do is assign logical system to a client, guys. Assign logical system to a client. Means you just define name here. But when you define name, you need to tell to system that this name belongs to which client. The name you defined, but the name belongs to which client, guys?
100.
100. Good. Assign logical system to a client. This one will not have being have access, but let me see. Okay. Still you have access. I have to ask him to remove the access for you. Okay. Because by mistakenly, if you modify something, it will impact. Now for 100, if you see, for 100, client 100, go inside, guys. Okay. This is for details. Select this entry and go to details here. And you can see here, they maintain here is S4 HANA 2023. They maintain here S4 HANA 2023. So here something they maintain it. Okay. But give me a second. Normally, whatever he gave me in chat is a different systems. Whatever I see is a different system. Okay. That's fine. Okay. So what he maintained? He maintained this one as, this client belongs to this system. Okay. S4 HANA 2023, this system. This client belongs to this system. Like that. Got it?
Whatever that we define on the logical system, that will be given
Yes.
here, right? Whatever you
Yes,
told at
exactly.
A4H client 100 should be given here in the logical system, right?
Yes. You have to give normally A4H CLNT 100. That also you can give. But if I am specially using for EWM, I'll give my EWM logical system, which is dummy logical system. I'll give. Okay. Basically, this logical system will not be used by SAP MM. They will not use this logical system at all. Only who will use this logical system part, guys?
Base
MM,
system.
SD, PP. No. I can say base system will use, but for which purpose?
Oh.
If you see MM, SD, PP, QM, they don't require this logical system. They don't know about this logical system only. Who knows about logical system in SAP? Only EWM consultants. You are the people, I can say. You are the people knows about this logical system, guys. Got it? Because if you're using EWM, obviously you should know that, okay, EWM is a separate package, separate science. Because if you go for embedded or decentralized, end of the day for us it's a separate thing, right? How do you receive the data? How do you send the data? Based on what? Based on the logical system. Based on the logical system. Got it? So here they maintain here for 100 they maintain S4 HANA 2023 they maintain here. S4 HANA 2023 means for this logical system. So this client means this whole client belongs to this whole client 100 belongs to this logical system S4 HANA 2023. Now same thing you do in decentralized also, guys. Okay, same thing you do in decentralized also. But in decentralized, what you will do? How many times you will do this one? In decentralized system, how many times you will do this one?
Based on the
One time.
Hmm? We have two systems. In decentralized, we have two systems. How many times you will do? Assign logical system to your client.
2 times, right?
Two times. Two times.
System.
When you have two different systems, okay, we'll do two times. But how many systems I have now? I have only one system. I did only once.
Yeah.
Now, you can see the main thing is set up RFC destination. Set up RFC destination. Remote function call. Can you see, guys? Remote function call destination. Set up RFC destination. Here it's like system. We should tell them that this system is connected with which system? My ECC, my S4 system connected with which EWM system? So this explains the setup RFC destination. You can go to above connections here. Above connections. You can see here A4HCLNT 100. And you can see S4 EWM 2023. S4 EWM 2023. And you can see here A4 is CLNT 110. How can you test this one, guys? So what you do, I'll go inside of this one, okay? S4 HANA 20, S4 EWM 2023. Okay, I'll go inside of this one, okay? Click on this one. I went inside. Can you see? Target host. It is mentioned the one IP address here. Target host. It was maintained like you need to connect to this system. I mean to say the cloud. You need to connect to this the host. So this is maintained with the base system normally. Login and security also they'll maintain here. Automatically it will be used normally. They'll maintain these connections, okay? Okay, can you see who maintained this one? Some this guy was maintaining this connection, okay? Now, how do you test this one, guys? Is working or not? How do you test? I went to S4 EWM 2023. How do you test this one? Is working or not?
There is a fixed connection, right?
Connection test.
Yeah.
You can see connection test. You can see here how much time it took to connect normally. It took 1 millisecond, 3 millisecond to log on and transfer data. It's more so it's like system is showing the result, how much time it took to connect to S4 EWM 2023 system. Now, how can I log in? You can use remote login also normally. You can use remote login to check whether it's working or not. So whenever you use remote login, system need to open different window. I can say you open different window. Same client, different window you opened. Remote login once you click on this one. Got it, guys? You can test like this. Suppose if you receive errors here, something is wrong with connections. But there are no much connections in embedded. So simple things. Clear, guys?
Mhm.
So one question, Ram, like I think you said like I think we have two instances. One is dummy and one is the S4, right?
Yeah, exactly.
How do we know that this has been connected to that? Like A4H client 200 to A4H client 100 to the what is this, EWM dummy
Yes.
system instance, right? Do you
Yes.
have that kind of setting?
Yes. Now, what will happen normally? There is separate transaction. Still, we didn't reach at that level. Still, we are discussing about this system connections normally. So there is one transaction called BD64. Okay, I don't want to tell now, but as you ask some question, I am mentioning this point. Okay, I'll repeat this part again. Okay, so you have transaction called BD64. System will tell that system is control which system normally. So now we can see here S4 EWM 2023. S4 EWM 2023. They maintain it wrongly here. Give me a second. As there are many people are using, they modify a lot of things. Okay, you can see it here. Okay, normally I'll modify this one. I'll check with him. You'll see it here. Okay, you can see here S4 logic system. What they are using? They're using S4 on 2023, and in this case it should be reverse. Okay, dummy system they are using is S4 EWM 6789. They are using. Normally here I will see ECC logic. I mean S4 logical system, and I will be seeing dummy logical system. Both logical systems I need to see here normally. That is my requirement. But this is wrong. Okay, they're maintaining somehow. Okay, but this is the wrong thing normally. S4 EWM. Okay. Maybe this is right. Okay, can you see here what they are using here? I'll check with him which logical system they are using. They are using, if I'm not wrong, they are using EWM logical system as S4 EWMS 2023 and ECC, I mean ECC logical system as S4 HANA 2023. Got the point, guys?
On the left side, it is like the A4H client 100, and on the other side, it is like dummy, right? That's what you say.
Yes, exactly. Instead of A4H, they're using S4 HANA 2023, they're using, okay. And for EWM dummy system, they're using S4 EWMS 2023, they're using. Okay, you can see it here, okay. Maybe I can go to one. You'll go to drop down. Wait. You go to drop down any of the one. You'll see warehouses normally, okay. If the warehouses are active, it will show all warehouses. Can you see? There are a lot of warehouses are there, okay. Lot of warehouses are there. So these are they are using actually. This one they are using, okay. Please make a note of this one. Your ECC logical system is, can you see S4 logical system is S4 HANA 2023 and S4 EWM system dummy is S4 EWMS 2023. If you have time, please make a note of this logical system, okay. S4 HANA 2023 is for S4 system and S4 EWM dummy system is S4 EWMS 2023. This both, if you remember, whole class, that's fine, okay. Just remember these two things, whole class.
So we have to use only these two systems, right? For our
Yes,
projects.
exactly. You need to use only these two systems. One is dummy system, one is real system. Clear? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Now what we do, basically I need to start the organization structure actually, the org structure. So basically the three connections are mandatory, okay? These three are mandatory to connect two systems. The three connections, whatever I told you, the three connections are mandatory, okay? What is first one, guys? Define logical system. Second one is what?
Client, define
Assign
the
logical system to client. And third one, checking. Setup RFC destination. These three, you remember, that's it. And remaining things we'll discuss now, okay? If you want to take some break and want to come back and start the organization structure, the org structure of EWM. I will not take 10 minutes break. I will take only 5 minutes break now because we are already late. Is it okay for only for 5 minutes break?
Yes.
Yeah, please go and come back, okay? Thank you. We'll meet at 10, 11:03, okay? 11:04. 11:04, come back. Come back by 11:04. Back, guys. Everyone is back.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Ram, actually
Mm-hmm.
I have one question.
Yes.
So in our client system, we are maintaining an embedded system. So
Mm-hmm.
at client level, which logical system we will maintain? Dummy or our standard?
In embedded,
Yes, embedded.
maintain the EWM logical system. Okay, dummy one.
Okay, for our
Because we don't
client,
require. Sorry.
for decentralized, we will maintain standard in both cases.
Decentralized is like you maintain the own client normally. In easy S4 system, you maintain the S4 client. EWM client, you maintain the EWM client.
Okay. And what is the difference between CIF and QRFC?
This is the interface that you use normally to generate the transfer actually trigger actually for the triggering part. But QRFC is the communication normally. It's same like when you send a message, you have a message option to send. But what the real way you send message to network, right? Network is the communication normally to
Okay.
send message from one to other platform. You get the point?
Yes.
So SIF is
Yeah.
like a core interface now. It's a development of this one. Okay, SIF is an interface that was developed to transfer, but QRF is the communication normally. So both are different interface and communication.
Okay.
Okay. Now we
Yeah.
can start the org structure. Okay. The EWM org structure. Please go on mute, guys, if you're not speaking always. So the org structure is very important normally to understand the whole plant, whole organization, I can say. So the org structure will start with which level, guys? At top, as so many people knows that it start with company code. It'll start with the company code, the organization, the client, I can say. If you take BNW, the whole the headquarters is in Germany. So the company code of headquarters, which is located. The company code, I can say not company code, I can say company. Client, I can say. I can say client. Under client, what do we have, guys? Under client, what we have?
Company.
We have a company codes. There is no MM consultant available in this group.
Yes. Yeah.
Company code.
Okay, it's a company code normally. It's a client company code. I can say like in real time I will take, okay. Because the client is BNW. Example, the client is BNW and the company code, okay. So the company code for I can say like Europe. Europe I'll take one company code. And Asia Pacific, APAC I'll take one company code. And North America. And also I will take like I will take only three, okay. It's easy to explain. I have three company codes normally. I have my BNW located in Europe, Asia Pacific, and North America. I have three company codes. Under company code, what we have, guys?
Plant.
We have plants available under company code. I'll take like this. I'll take only four plants or three plants. Okay, just it will be good. Three plants, fine. Okay, which will be good. So this plant in Europe, it will belongs to Germany. It's something in Slovakia. It's something Poland and APAC in Asia Pacific. I'll take like India, China, and Asia. In North America, I'll take three different clients, same thing. California, Canada, Okay. I have, if you see, observe carefully here, I'll keep it separate like this. It will be clear now. I have 3 plants in every region. Okay. I have 3 plants in every region. Europe, I have 3 plants. APEC, I have 3 plants. North America, I have 3 plants. We have a client, company code, and plant. Client, company code, plant. And give like this. Under company code, we have plants. Second yes. Okay. Under plants, what we have, guys?
Storage location.
Under plant, we have storage locations. Right? Where you exactly you store the goods normally. The different type of goods you store. Storage locations. I'll keep like this. It's easy. A very important part. Okay, I'm taking time here because this is so much confusing. Okay, for you and many people it's confusing. I thought even it will confuse for you also. Okay, I have storage locations, so I'm not naming the naming storage locations. That's fine. Okay, now under locations, what we have? Under storage locations, what we have? We don't have anything. Okay, after storage locations, just we maintain the stock normally. In the storage locations is the highest level in the MM is MM, not MM. The highest level in the purchase organization, the highest level in the S4 side, I can say, is the client, and the lowest level will be the storage location. The lowest level will be the storage location. So this is S4 side. Okay, this is S4 side. What about EWM side, guys? What about EWM side? Now, the S4, this org structure is linked to EWM or not? This org structure, without this org structure, can you have EWM? Without org structure, can we have EWM?
No.
First of all, what is EWM? In this case, what is EWM? You only tell me, okay? Which area you're calling it as EWM? Can you tell me?
Storage location.
Exactly.
No,
Very good.
we'll
Okay.
require, I think, one
Mhm.
warehouse. We will require one warehouse in the S4 as well.
Yes, we require a way. Let's come to that point later part. Okay. Let's come to that later point. In the EWM point of view, okay, whatever the org structure you see, the client, company core, plant, and sole location. In EWM, what is very important now? Plant is very important, company core important, or client important, or sole location, which is very important for EWM.
Storage location.
For me, storage location is very important for me in the EWM. Storage location is very important for me in the EWM, guys. Very important. Now in the EWM, I have something called warehouse. The highest organization level is warehouse. Now under warehouse, what we have?
Storage.
Sorry,
Storage type.
we have
Storage.
storage
Storage
types.
section. Okay.
We have storage types. Storage
Yeah.
type 1, I have storage types. I'll
Yeah.
keep like real time only. Wait. Storage types. This is like high racks. This is like high racks. So this is like low racks. This is like a bulk area. This is like a temporary area. And I'll have a finished goods area. Finished goods. Flat storage for finished goods. Flat storage for finished goods. Okay. I have my warehouse, and under warehouse I have my storage types are there. Okay. Under storage types, what I have?
Storage section.
Storage.
I have storage section that are not mandatory part in EWM, but still it's part of org structure. It's not mandatory. Without storage section also we can go with EWM. Okay. It's not mandatory at all, storage sections. But still we can go.
Storage type is mandatory.
Yes, yes. Without storage type, there is no EWM only. I can say storage section, I can say, okay. Now we have storage sections. In IRACs, we have like section 1, section 2, and section 3. Basically, sections are to divide different kind of materials, I can say. In the low racks, we have only one. In the bulk area, we have one section. In temporary area, we have one section. In the going future, understand more about the sections, okay? Don't worry. I have section 1, section 0001, 0002, 0003.
Storage location and warehouse are same.
Yes. Yes. Technically, low racks. I'll take like 00 low racks 001, bulk area 001. So this is 001. This is 001. Now, under storage sections, what we have? Very important. This is very important. Under storage sections, what we have?
Storage bins.
We have storage bins. Storage bins are very important in the EWM system. We have storage bins. If I draw a diagram, you'll remember, okay, that's the main thing I'm drawing. Otherwise, simply I can show my last classes. I have my last class recordings also. PPT is available, okay. Simply I can show my last class things, okay. It's not big thing for me, but I don't want to do it like this. That okay. Can you see? I have my last class things are already available, but I don't want to show all those things to you, okay. Maybe just for it will save my time. That's it. But you will not understand much. Okay. Now, under storage sections, we have something called storage bins. Okay. Each sections we have bins normally. Each section we have bins where exactly physically you store the stock. Physically you store the stock normally. This is called as storage bins. These are called as storage bins. Okay, I'm not drawing. Okay, I can paste everything. Okay. Now, if you see here, we all know that this is client, company code, and plant, and we have storage location. Now, this storage location here, I'm managing a lot of things in this storage location. This storage location also I'm managing a lot of things. Now all the things. What if the client want to manage only this part into EWM? What in case if the client want to see in this case we have a lot of storage sections. Okay, maybe I can show you one diagram here. It will be clear for you also. I come to this PPT again. So this is the warehouse, okay, which you see. Now in this storage, in this warehouse, I have a lot of storage sections, I can say. Okay, this is a plant, I can say. Okay, this is a plant. Physically, it's a plant. Now, so this is one storage section. Storage sections naming what I kept here, guys. I didn't keep any namings. What I'll keep like I'll keep like RA1. I'll keep like RA, FA, like R1. Okay, between R1, R2, R3, R4. Okay, example like this. Okay, I will take only one plant example. I will take one plant, and in one plant in Germany, I have like R1 and R2, two different locations are there. Okay, I have two different storage locations. So I will take this one as R1. I will take this one as R1. This one, okay. This one as R1, and I will take this one as R2. Okay, this one is R2. Both are very big, so I can use it. Okay, I have two storage locations where I will store the stock physically. This is one plant, guys. So in Germany plant, this is one plant. Okay, this is the whole plant of my B&W. Don't confuse. This is my whole plant of B&W. Okay. This is my whole plant of B&W. In B&W plant, I have two different locations, storage locations. Can you see here? In B&W plant in Germany, I have two different locations, R1 and R2. Okay, this B&W Germany plant, I have two different storage locations, guys. Okay, what are two different locations? R1, R2. R1 is this location. Can you see where I am storing the stock? Can you see R1? And R2 is this location where I am storing the stock R2. I have R1 and R2. Now client told me that I want to manage only R2 in EWM. I want to manage only R2 in the EWM system. I don't want to manage entire my warehouse in the EWM system. I don't want to manage entire warehouse in EWM. You want to manage only this location in the EWM system, which is quite possible. This is how the SAP works normally. This is how SAP works. How SAP works, guys? Only some costly goods. Only costly goods, or else only the goods which is required mainly for the production. These kind of goods, I don't want to delay the process, which I want to make very efficient in terms of picking, in terms of put away, in terms of production. I want to manage the whole operations in SAP so that it will be very fast. So these goods, if you see here, these goods are completely managed by automatic machines here. Can you see? These goods are completely managed by automatic machines here. Okay. So in this case, I don't want to manage this one here. I don't want to manage this in EWM system. The client don't want to manage this in EWM. They want to manage only this part in EWM. Whatever the goods that you store in this area, what are the materials that you store in this area, that only those goods they want to manage in the EWM. In this case, what I should do, guys? In this case, what exactly you are managing in EWM now?
Create only one warehouse.
I am managing only R2 in the EWM, guys. Normally, you'll get only one warehouse only. But in this case, you are linking this storage location. How can you link this storage location to this one? You cannot link directly. SAP has not given you link directly the storage location. Sorry, here. SAP has not given option to link the storage location to warehouse directly. You have some concept called dummy warehouse concept. You have a concept called a dummy warehouse concept. So in this case, BMW or else BMH I will take, or BMW I will take. Okay. This is called dummy warehouse. We have a dummy warehouse in ECC or else in the S4 system, which is directly connected to our EWM system, which is connected to the EWM system. Is connected to the EWM system. Now in this case, what is happening here? If you see, my plant, Germany plant is having two different locations, R1 and R2, and in R1 R2, only R2 belongs to EWM. So what I did, this R2 assigned to my dummy warehouse. This R2 assigned to my dummy warehouse, and my dummy warehouse is assigned to my real warehouse. What is my real warehouse, guys? BMWH is my real warehouse. My 3-digit dummy warehouse is linked to the 4-digit real warehouse. And this dummy warehouse is linked to what? My storage locations that I manage the stock. This is linked to what? This is linked to plant, Germany plant. This is linked to what? Company code of respect to Europe. This is linked to what? This is linked to the company. End of the day, B&W company is there in worldwide. And in the worldwide, Europe is one of the company, Europe is one of the country, or else Europe is one of the region, I can say. In that region, in Germany, we have a plant, B&W. In Germany plant, we have two different locations. R1, R2, two different locations we have where we store the stock. And in that R2, you would like to manage in the EWM. R2, you would like to manage in the EWM. So for that, R2 you will link it to dummy warehouse, and this dummy warehouse link it to your real warehouse. In this real warehouse, you maintain this one, okay? High racks, low racks, bulk area means you'll maintain this storage type now, okay? You'll maintain this storage type. If you want, I can show you a different example also. There is no problem. Maybe what I can do.
So for anything, we have to create a dummy warehouse.
Yes, yes, dummy warehouse is required, okay?
Even though if you maintain 2 or 1, like you have to have dummy warehouse.
Yes. 2 or 1, what is 2 or 1?
2 means now we are maintaining R1 only for R2 only we are maintaining the warehouse and for not for R1, right?
We require one, see, suppose, okay, let me explain, okay? Tomorrow you would like to manage R1 also in EWM. How do you do in this case? You'll get different warehouse now? Tomorrow, client is saying that, okay, now you are managing R2 in EWM system. I want to manage R1 also in EWM after 1 year. After 1 year, the client told you that, okay, I want to manage R1 also in EWM. Now what you will do?
You need to assign it to the dummy.
Same thing, right? R2 assigned to dummy warehouse. R1 also assigned to dummy warehouse. Clear, right? Why you need to create new warehouse in this case? In this case, what will be extra in this case? You'll get a new storage types now. You get a new storage type, new sections, and new bins because R1 physically. What is physically R1, guys? Physically R1 is this one, this storage type. This storage type is available in EWM? No. Now you need to create a new storage type, new sections, new bins in in EWM system with respect to R1 location. Now you can manage R1 also in EWM. Same thing, this one. Can you see, guys, here? I'll remove all these things. All these are storage types only. There is no problem. Oh, sorry.
As you said that R1 and R2 are same location only, na?
What is location?
As per the diagram, that is down another diagram, the warehouse diagram.
Okay.
So here R1 and R2 are physically in same location.
Exactly.
Correct.
Physically same location. Yes.
So if it is not in physically same location, so in that case, so same EWM system we will use it.
If it is not physically same location, what is the question? If it is not physically same location?
So even though we will use a same EWM system which we are using for R2.
In warehouse, you mean, not system, warehouse. Yes, we can use it. You can use the same warehouse, or else you can use different warehouse also. But I recommend to use same warehouse. What's going on here? Nothing wrong here. I can use same warehouse, even though physically between this storage type and this storage type, this physical location, just think we have only 100 meters difference. Now let's think we have 500 meters difference. We have 500 meters difference, is half kilometer difference is there now. Now still I can use same warehouse only.
Okay.
But what difference here? Difference is resources here. Resources means whom? The labor. Who works from this warehouse, I mean this storage type to this storage type, labors. These guys will differ now.
Okay.
These guys will
This
differ
whole
now.
diagram is not a warehouse, is it?
It's a warehouse only. Can you see? Is it fine now for you? So this is the warehouse now. Now tell me, guys. Now this is the best example. Maybe we received the trucks. We got the trucks now. In the trucks we received the goods. We unload the goods. Now you want to manage only this part in EWM. You don't want to manage this part in okay, from GR area. You want to manage only this parts in EWM. Okay, RK01, RK02. These storage types you want to manage in EWM, and you don't want to manage all this on out of EWM. This one, everything.
Okay.
Maybe I'll draw this one. I'll keep like this one. Maybe you'll understand more. Okay. Now tell me. I want to manage RK01, RK02. These two storage types in EWM, guys. Okay. Whenever I receive the goods, if the goods are going into these storage types, then I manage in EWM. If the goods are getting stored in RK03 or RK04 or is this storage type or any this one, okay, I don't want to manage an EWM. I don't want to manage an EWM. Now we can see it here, okay, very carefully. In this case, how do you differentiate, guys? This belongs to storage location of R2. Same example, I'll go. Storage location of R2, and I will tell you that this storage. These storage types belongs to R1. This storage location, this storage location belongs to R1. I'll keep in a different color so that you'll get clear. Okay. R1, R2. I'll keep like I'll keep it like this only. R1, R2. SL storage location. Yes, L. SL R2. Yes, L R1. Storage location R1, storage location R2. Now in this case, now if you see, and this one also I will take it, okay. Storage location, I will take R3 also I will take. This really is moving. Crazy. This is R3, guys. Now tell me, in this case, if I want to manage only this one, then what I will do in this case? Which one I'll extend it to EWM? If I want to manage only this part, only this storage types in EWM, in this case, how do I manage in the EWM? Only this part.
This R2 storage location is assigned to the dummy warehouse.
This R2 storage location will assign to dummy warehouse, and R1, R2 still belongs to R1, R2 still belongs to
Only plant.
ECC location. Means my ECC location. This one, S4 location, whatever it may be. Clear? R1, R3 belongs to ECC only, S4 only. Only R2 belongs to EWM. Only R2 belongs to EWM. Got it? Tomorrow, maybe later year, after 1 year, if they tell you that I want to manage this R3 also into EWM. I want to manage R3 also into EWM. What I should do normally? If I want to add R3 in EWM, what are the changes I should make now? Rough idea. If I want to add R3 in EWM system, I want to manage R3 goods. What are the goods that I receive? What are the goods that I send it to customer? All those things I want to manage in EWM in this case. What I should do normally? I need to assign this R3 storage location to my dummy warehouse. And also what I should do in the EWM, guys? What I should do in the EWM? I'll assign my R3 to EWM.
Storage type has to be created.
Very good, actually. I need to assign what? Because R3, if you see here physically, it's a storage type where I'm storing the goods. This storage type I need to have in my EWM, right? This storage type section, there are sections here, dividing by sections here. I need to divide sections. I need to create bins also here. Where exactly they need to store the stock. I need to create the bins. I need to create the resources. Means I need to have this storage type, sections, and bins for my R3. R3 storage location. Tomorrow.
Dummy warehouse we are using as a like pipeline for
Yes,
future.
pipeline to receive the materials with the storage location, dummy warehouse. Okay, which belongs to EWM. I can say, dummy warehouse is like a mediator between the storage locations and the real warehouse.
No, here the question is R1 has some POs or sales order.
That will be
time,
received in the ECC, in the S4 system only. The reception will be directly in the S4 system and the sales will be sent from the S4 system only. It will not come to EWM. It will be managed by S4 system only.
R1 also is S4, right?
Sorry?
R1 also S4 storage. If my POs are S4 created in R1, then it should be connected EWM system as well, right?
Why? I connected my R2 and R3 belongs to B&W, dummy system. My dummy system is linked to my real system, my real warehouse. This belongs to EWM and I will do the reception and outbound from EWM system. But R1 is connected to my dummy system? No. R1 is the main, dummy system is the main thing now. What are the storage locations connected to dummy system? That's the main thing now, which comes into the picture here. It's a heart now.
Okay.
Okay.
So
And
instead
tomorrow.
of,
Sorry?
can I ask question?
Yes, please.
So instead of connecting to the dummy, if we connect directly to the real warehouse, then what's happened?
SAP has not given you that option to come to connect the dummy systems because it's not only system here, it's not only the warehouse. We have two different logical systems here, right? So this is how we need to go step by step normally. First, we need to connect our store location to dummy system. Now this dummy system should connect with our EWM logical system. Now EWM logical system need to connect with both combination of this dummy system, dummy warehouse and the real warehouse. So we have three steps now. First, this dummy warehouse should connect with our EWM logical system. And the dummy warehouse should connect with real warehouse. Okay, these connections are mandatory. That is the reason SAP has given you this option. Okay, this is not designed by me. This is given by SAP actually. Okay, to connect in the right way between logical systems and all, SAP has given you this dummy systems combination management.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, and this is very good. Okay, actually. When I'm using the system, it's very good actually. Normally, if you have dummy system, it's very clear that okay, these storage locations belongs to this dummy system, and I can say in the real time when you're working, you'll forget about dummy system. Okay, you remember only real warehouse, and you will think like okay, this storage locations belongs to this real warehouse. You'll think like that normally. Got it?
But we also see the visibility in dummy warehouse also, like stock.
It is dummy warehouse really. It is really dummy warehouse. You cannot see anything here. What you can
It's
see
only
here?
like
Where exactly you can see stock normally in EC in S4 system?
it's at
Connection
location and
system.
then
In the plant and the storage location level, you'll see the stock. In the EWM, you'll see at warehouse level.
but this dummy warehouse will not come into picture anywhere. It's
No.
only real warehouse.
Dummy warehouse is something just it will help you to connect ECC S4 and the S4 EWM. That's it.
So how many warehouses you maintain? You have to have one dummy warehouse.
Yes. Suppose I discussed about only Germany plant now. We have Slovakia, we have Poland, we have India, we have China, we have Malaysia, Canada, okay, California, Mexico. In this case, how many warehouses I will have now?
Yeah. So two
Okay.
different plant-related locations can have one dummy warehouse, or like what is it?
See,
So we have
this is purely, a political question. Not, I cannot say political. This purely it's logical question. Okay, it's two plants, one warehouse. This is
correct. I'm
quite
technically
possible.
asking.
That's
Technically,
what. That's what. Okay, other people confused. I don't want to. I don't want to comment on this topic. To be frank, because
okay, no
it's
problem.
possible, but you'll confuse a lot now if I tell all these things. It's quite possible, and I did it,
Okay.
but I don't want to discuss that thing. Okay. Okay, maybe once you get experience, you know how to do it normally. But after the class also, maybe if you're more interested, I can explain you separately, but not in the class. Okay, it's too confusing for other people if you mention all those points. Okay, okay, let's forget about that point at all.
Doesn't matter about the storage location, how many you have, but only one dummy warehouse going to be connected, right?
For one
Which-
plant, one dummy warehouse. For now, one plant,
okay.
one dummy warehouse. This one thing, one plant, one dummy warehouse. Storage locations, what and all you will assign to the dummy warehouse, it's up to you, up to the client who decides normally. But one
Okay.
plant, one dummy warehouse, which is belongs to EWM.
So number of plants equal to number of dummy warehouses, right?
Okay, suppose I will tell you, India plant, they're not using EWM. In this case, dummy warehouse is required.
No.
If they're using EWM, we require what?
Plant.
Dummy warehouse. If they're using,
Yeah.
if the plant is using EWM, we require dummy
Hmm.
warehouse. If the plant is not using EWM, then we don't require dummy warehouse only, first of all, right?
Hmm.
Suppose after 1 year, China plant want to use EWM. In this case, we need dummy warehouse or not? Yes,
Yes.
we need dummy warehouse. That like this.
So one
Okay.
plant, one dummy warehouse.
One plant, one dummy warehouse.
Okay.
Okay. This is about the full org structure, guys, normally. In going further classes, I'll go for org structure. I'll define also this one, okay? Except company code, company client and company code, we will define everything, okay? Plant, the store location, dummy warehouse, real warehouse, storage types, sections, bins, everything will configure, but don't touch the company codes, okay? Don't touch company codes. When you're practicing, don't touch any company codes. I'll tell you which company code to use and all, but you don't touch any company codes.
This access is who is going to give
Which access?
for the remote desktop?
I'll ping you the number of the server guy. He will give you the just mention him that okay that you are part of my class so that he will ask you which server you want and all. So you just tell embedded server you want. He'll give you the credentials, everything. Okay.
Okay, just you can give the details.
Yes, yes. He's supporting he's supporting me
Mhm.
from longer time actually. So just inform him okay that you need the embedded server. Okay, embedded S4 HANA server EWM. Provide you everything. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, and tomorrow's class we will configure everything in system. Okay, all these things, whatever I told you, not everything up to here. Okay, up to dummy warehouse, we'll configure everything, and I'll show you how to connect all these things. I'll show you tomorrow. These things are very important and basic things. Okay,
Yeah, you can create the share drive, like what I want to watch it again, right? If
which
someone
one?
so
This here, right? Yes, yes. For today
I
only we are
the
recording.
first
Okay, last class it was not recorded at due to some issues. It was not recorded, but today's class it will record everything. Okay.
oh, the first class we didn't record.
We recorded, but thing is like we lost access. It's not a I took premium, but I lost premium access in the middle. Okay, I don't know it was not recorded, and I don't know how about the technical issue. But again, I took the premium access, and it was recording from now on. Okay.
Or else you have any previous class
Yes, yes,
introduction,
yes, yes, yes. What I will
you
do,
can
I
add
will.
it to that because if